he speaks for himself. So he's not a puppet, first of all. What's good, y'all? You already know it's your boy Zeus. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We about to get right into it. Alright, this topic is mad controversial. Alright, so some people gonna agree, some people gonna disagree. But basically, if you clicked on the title, you already know what I'm about to talk about. I have a lot of reasons on why I think Trump should stay our president. Before I get into the reasons though, I wanna get out the way right away. I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't give a fuck about no Donald Trump. I did not vote for Trump. None of that. All right. So I just want to get that out the way. But if I had to pick out of the two bozos, then I'm picking Trump. You feel me? Like I'm gonna pick what we already know, what we already used to, what we, you know what I mean? And this is why. Trump don't got no lobbyists. He don't got people in his ear saying, all right, we sponsored your campaign, so you're going to pass these laws, you're going to say this, you're going to do this. He don't have that. He sponsored his own campaign. He don't have no lobbyists. He's basically like, he speaks for himself. So he's not a puppet, first of all. That's the reason why when he's standing up there for if he's standing up there for 3 hours straight with no mic in his ear, he's going to be slipping up saying wild shit that the media is going to pick up on, and they're going to try to shred it apart and all that. He doesn't have no filter. He doesn't have nobody writing his shit down for him. Another thing is, like, the way that Trump was bullying Biden, it's almost like I don't feel safe. Like, he's a pushover. These other countries and stuff are really just going to push him over. When Trump comes in, he comes with his finger on the trigger already. He comes in to close the deal. He's a businessman, and America is a business. And Trump is a good businessman. All of those personal beliefs, all of that shit that his supporters believe, and all of that shit, like all of that racist stuff, I don't necessarily like hold Trump 100% responsible for that. He did add fuel to the fire, and that's the reason why I don't vote for him. I'm not no Trump supporter and stuff like that. He added fuel to the fire because he didn't, like, you know what I mean, nip the situations in the bud. He just kept nitpicking them. He's all over Twitter. He's always chatting. He's always doing this and doing that. He's very, like, unprofessional as far as a president, but he don't take no shit. He's no pushover. He's not letting these other countries get over on us. He won his whole presidential election off of literally like going against the government. It was almost like he's like not Democrat or Republican, because like if a Republican disagree with what he say, he's against them too. So it's like he's neither or. He's almost like an independent. Before Trump became president, black people loved Trump. If you don't believe me, you could do the history. Like, people was talking about him in rap songs. People was taking pictures with him. Everybody wanted to be Trump. Everybody knew he was like a self-made billionaire 2-3 times. Like, he went bankrupt, came back. Everybody loved Trump before he became president. Once he went on that presidential run, and they started seeing those people that are really into politics, that always been into politics, that always been racist, jump behind Trump, that's when people hated Trump. That's when people started to hate Trump. They started seeing the people that were his supporters, you know what I'm saying? His supporters. And anybody who trying to win, they not going against their own supporters. Like, imagine me beefing with everybody in Schenectady, but everybody supports me. Why would I go against them? It doesn't make no sense. I'm trying to win the race. So Trump was like this. When Trump became president, he was like, look, Nike, all of these big factories that ship your merchandise to the United States, and you guys are building sneakers for $2, $3, $4, and you guys are shipping them to the United States and getting $200 a pair of sneakers. Yeah, we're not charging you 8% taxes like we charge regular Americans. We're going to charge you, I believe it was like 12% taxes or something like that, unless you move your factories to the United States. You moving your so either you pay the increase in taxes, or you move your factories to the United States, which is going to open up like thousands of jobs. The Nike factory alone is probably like 3,000 plus jobs, just a Nike factory. You know what I mean? He told Mexico, like, you guys have people pouring into our country every year. You guys could literally go Google this. You could type in Google how many Mexicans make it across the border illegally per year. It's like 1 million. Like they capture like 500 and something thousand Mexicans at the border every year, and that's not even including the people that actually make it through. Those are just the people that they capture. The people that actually make it through, those people are not being filtered. Those are, and then because they're Mexicans and they're willing to work, the South and all of these places that they're getting to, they're giving them the jobs. So they're coming here illegally and they're taking the jobs. And he was basically saying, like, Mexico, you guys got to pay for that wall. And the reason why you got to pay for that wall is because all of your people that have been pouring into our country, taking the jobs over the years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the analytics. Every year they're capturing hundreds of thousands of people on that borderline. And then not only that, the people that they're captured, like, when there's like 100 and something miles or something, and there's only one police station that, like, is responsible, you know what I mean, to secure that border. And there's miles and miles, miles, and there's only one station to secure that whole shit. So when they're going through these trails and stuff, and when they're capturing people and stuff, they're also seeing dead people. They're also seeing women's clothes. They're seeing all of this stuff that he was talking about when he was like, oh, these people are not being filtered coming into our country. They're murderers, rapists. We don't know who these people are because they're not being filtered. They're probably fleeing Mexico for a reason. Or they probably want to get out of Mexico for a reason. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But what we do know is the fact that they're pouring into our country every year. And once they get across that border, it's like you can't even get them back because they got rights now. Now that they're in the United States, they have rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have rights. You can't just deport them back. You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of the things that he was saying, like, in his rally, like when he was becoming president, is the reason why he became president. People was like, oh shit, like, that shit makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Even though, like, all of this niggas fucking supporters and all of that shit, they're all racist. A lot of the shit that he's saying is actually making sense. Like, he was saying that we're the world police. Like, if motherfucking somebody was to attack Saudi Arabia or some shit, that shit is a richer country than us. But we feel obligated to be the ones to go be the big brother and go protect them, make sure that they don't go invade, take all the riches, make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we're the world police. So when Trump was on his little campaign shit, he was like, you gotta pay us. We're paying $2 billion a day for our soldiers to go to war just for air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for air conditioning, we're paying $2 billion a day for our soldiers to go to war. So if you want us to protect your country, you're gonna have to pay us. We can't police the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like, they attack this country, we're jumping in the middle of that. We're losing Americans, we're losing money, we're doing all, and we're not getting no type of compensation. All we're getting is allies. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, oh, we lost some of the allies that we had since Trump and all of that shit. Trump has, how many times have we been to, ask yourself this, and then you can ask Google this after this. How many times during Trump's 4-year run have we been to war? How many times have we been to war? He ended the war with North Korea. How many times have we been to war? How he's sending niggas to war, deporting troops. We're losing money. We're losing soldiers. We're at war. You know what I'm saying? So it's constant threat. How many times has that happened since Trump been president? And then after that, I want you to ask yourself this. How many times have we been at war when Obama was president? Obama is considered the best president we ever had, and Trump is considered the worst president we ever had. But yet, Obama is the most war president we had, and Trump didn't go to war. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame the coronavirus on Trump, because you got to blame that on China. We know where that shit came from. I want to end this video by saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm not no supporter of Trump. Trump, you're on your way out the door, bucko. You fucked up. You lost the trust of the American people, you feel me? But at the same time, I'm not, like, me personally, I don't go based off of what the news says. Because obviously Fox News is for fucking Republicans and CNN News is for Democrats. So they're going to give you different versions of what's going on. So I don't follow the news. I literally do my own research. I was watching those rallies, and I was watching those, like, when he was running and stuff, and when he came upstate New York, I was watching it live. Like, I'm trying to see why people hate him so much. I'm trying to figure out why. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with this dude? Like, what's really going on with this dude? And I watched it, and literally he was spitting facts. He was like, upstate New York, they abandoned you guys. He was like, if I was you, I would get out of upstate New York. Everything he was saying was facts. This was before he was even president. He wasn't treading lightly. He was cutting straight to the chase, straight to it. Like, upstate New York, you've been abandoned. I'm looking around. I'm looking at the real estate market. I'm looking at the market, the economy. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the numbers. He was like, you guys have been abandoned. If I was you, I was trying to pursue any type of business or anything like that. If I want to be successful in any type of way, get from upstate New York. 4 years later, the same exact shit is going on in upstate New York. If anything, niggas is going down. People hit their peak, and then it's just like, they hit their peak and they just flatline. Ain't nobody going up, 100,000-aires, millionaires everywhere you turn your head. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I mean? So you might want to open up your eyes, man. Don't be a follower. Don't. I want to end this by saying, do not listen to what everybody else is saying. Do your own research. Go get your own opinion about what's going on. And on that note, subscribe. You already know, more videos coming, more content coming. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Dr._zeus_101. Follow me on all social media platforms.